This mist's driving me crazy.
Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 2 Lorethrough episode 30. We're gonna go and do the second part, the good part of Little Sisters, and hear Maverick out for a little bit.
Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
Well,
the specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly, so I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
seems about safe, right? Seems about safe. Let's go back to the beach again. I just walked here all the way, but hey, who's counting? Cardio, Geralt, let's go. See you in a bit.
Looking for...
Alright.
Come on. No reason to keep the specters waiting.
No, I've already done that enough, haven't I? It's totally safe, Maverick, I promise! Come on, buddy.
You've finally returned, brother. Time to atone for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
The specters say you're their brother, and you murdered them 3 years ago. What do you say?
How can you even ask? I'm a soldier, not a murderer!
Tell the truth.
Denying it is not enough. You need to prove your innocence, and I need to know the truth before I make my choice.
I never murdered anyone. I'm a soldier. I kill foes, not women.
Women. I believe you.
I'll take your word over that of evil spirits. Now help me.
Because, you know, they're full of shit. You're fake, sister! Stop! God, specters are the worst. Wait. If I just slap you a lot, that'll work, right? Shit's on fire, yo. Maybe I should get a new sword at some point. Eventually. You're welcome!
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
Partially.
A small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house?
One day I scouted beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Adernian soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the specters want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity.
I mean, he's still a little bit iffy, right? Let's be real, he is. But, you know, I mean, the spirit basically admits that he didn't really do anything. There's actually one thing that I do need to do as well. And it's not gonna be for the whole quest thing, it's gonna be for just a dialogue option for Death Mold, which I think it's this one still. Yeah, so down, middle, up. Because you can give the notes to Death Mold, and then he'll have a little talk about that. Actually, you've already seen this, so I guess I can skip this too. I'll see you when I get back to Camp to Deathmold. I figured that on the way back I might as well go and do this, considering it's like basically on the way anyway. Isn't that nice? Doesn't that look nice? It's where people burn. It's nice. Isn't that nice?
Oi, what you doing here?
Walking. Looking for you. No, they're
Get
not.
out of the way. I need to inspect this area.
Be careful. They say stepping in the ashes brings bad luck.
Get us out of here, will ya?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
Well, hopefully you die, but okay.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes.
Really? Alright, let's see. Tread, 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 tread. Let's see what happens.
Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say.
Reusable, he says.
Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine.
Which is a really stupid idea.
Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise.
Except a dead bird.
Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see.
And we get up.
An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving, but harmless. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army issue boots. Glad to
And
know
mine.
I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections. And they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place.
Thank you for the exposition, my dear.
Sabrina was nailed to this wheel.
Yeah. And it hurt.
Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently.
Take the nail.
I better take one, just in case.
Well, that's about that.
I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
And we obviously already know one person who really likes to collect memorabilia.
You've looked and touched your fill, right?
I touched everything.
get out of here.
Just touch it all over. Touching.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
Just asking.
Burning them for Sabrina?
To you, 'tis a waste of time, right?
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
The visionary?
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why?
Go on.
He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
Probably the stench, innit?
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
He's done.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
Yeah, that's
You're
the guy I was talking
mistaking me
about.
for someone else.
Really? And give us the nail.
No, you can't have it.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it! Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
Okay, but I'm a witcher though.
How
Still
did you
want my
manage
help?
to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
To die.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
And
Beats
none
me
of
why
them
they've
are
been
this.
fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat on our arses.
You'll be...
Slap. Slap. Oh, shut off.
Damn it.
Y'all alright? That's what I thought. They didn't even get to talk about the rest of their... You okay, buddy? Are you coming? The rest of their fears. I thought we were having a heart-to-heart and everything. You know, if they ran faster, this wouldn't even be a problem.
Drowner lairs. Not the best spots for picnics.
Not sure if he said that after or just...
Curses on them! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher.
Yeah, so be nicer to me.
We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little Zivik to her?
I mean, he could have you execute it. So, a lot? Presumably. Oh well, I guess we'll go on the way then. So we'll talk to the guy in camp, talk to Deathmold, talk to Zivik, and then we're done talking to people in the camp for just a little bit, but not too long. Hey buddy, still looking for rocks?
Another fucking stone.
It's another fucking stone, man. I don't get how he never became the second Odrin. Cause he says the same thing every time you walk up to him. Hi friends.
They've hired a witcher.
Not
I'm a
here.
bit scared of going against the same.
I think... Is he here? Or is he there?
Edna said this nail was the closest to her
Nope.
right hand.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets, and talismans. Hallowed and highly valuable.
Highly valuable is... not sure
Where
about
did you
that.
get these things?
Trying to compete with me. It's too good a business to share with others.
So many people buy
Do
it.
you believe in the power of your merchandise?
You mean the relics? Others believe in them, that's what counts. They'll believe in anything that gives them hope. Soldiers shit their pants and throw up in fear before going into battle. If kissing a rusty nail gives them courage, then in my book, it works.
No, he's not wrong.
I found footprints at Sabrina's execution site. Do you know anything about that?
Why would I? You found them, not me.
Ah,
Yet
clever.
your boots are black from ash.
Shh. All right. What do you want to know?
Everything.
Do you believe in the power of your merchandise?
You mean the relics? They'll be
I like how he says the same thing even after I call him out.
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho, but an old hag inside. You want to talk about her? See that freak who burns candles?
You mean the visionary? Oh my god.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Sure I did. I was in the 5th Company. I remember the commotion when that idiot Yahon killed her with a spear. If only I had that spear now.
Spear of Destiny! Destiny!
Do you remember the curse that
I'm
Sabrina
serious, by
placed
the
on
way.
the king?
When they set the stake on fire, she shouted something to the king. His face went red, but I couldn't hear very well. She probably foretold his syphilis. A gruesome death.
Oh, don't worry, you won't have to wait that long.
Where's Yahon's spear now?
I can tell you where.
I don't know. Besides which, it's none of your concern. I simply won't talk about that.
Well, you should.
You know Yahon?
Never heard of him. Where'd you get the idea that I know him?
'Cause you just talked about it,
So
you
long.
dum-dum.
You fool! You'd believe him
Hello?
if he told you it was Sabrina's shinbone. He ripped you off.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that empty head of yours.
What's going on?
What's going
Stay
on?
out of it.
Sabrina was a saint in her lifetime. Remember how she healed the wounded?
But now she's dead and can't help anyone.
I believe the visionary. Those who dismiss his words are doomed.
Doomed are those who take lunacy for prophecy and carcasses for holy arses.
I've never heard that expression, but okay.
What's this argument about?
I bought a relic to protect me from Scoia'tael arrows. They say I was ripped off.
You were ripped off.
That relic's rubbish.
Silence.
Show me the relic.
This is dull.
What for?
As he shows me the relic anyway.
I have a similar nail. Mine's rusty, but this one looks like new.
So what?
Told you! The seller ripped you off!
I'd like to talk to him.
Better hurry up, because if he's conned me, I'll chop his head off.
So long.
Salutations.
Yeah, so that's basically just the guy I talked to earlier. Who's selling new nails now. Now, where the hell is Zivik? Zivik! We need to talk. I can never find this guy when I actually need him. Have you died? I guess I'll find you when I find you. Zivik! Sod it, I'm gonna go talk to Deathmold. And eventually the elf at some point. Once I've lifted the curse. Hey lads, don't mind me.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
What, still?
Grown lads with their arses in the air.
And they're so easy to find. Boy, at least stay in one place. Alright, well, no king. Just Deathmold then.
Spoiled my day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I could do some magic dust.
I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Okay. Hansel will pay you.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
Well,
I've
a lot
one more
easier.
thing you might find useful.
Oh.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks.
Okay, yes, but we asked you to do it for us. Oh my god.
Can you make anything out of these notes, sorcerer?
Puts it right in his pocket. Doesn't even care.
Where did you get them?
Unimportant.
And you've no notion what's in them?
Wouldn't be asking if I did.
They describe a very dangerous ritual. Practically pure necromancy. The sort that gets you burned at the stake.
Be specific. What kind of ritual?
One to summon the soul of an evil man. A man evil enough to wander the world after death. Souls of this kind gladly enter into covenants in the hope of being sent into the beyond.
Why would anyone want to deal with evil?
The possible reasons are many. You'll always find people willing to sell their souls in exchange for something valuable to them. I'll gladly buy the scroll.
I thought necromancy was forbidden.
Oh, it is, but I'm an avid collector of manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, so we already know he's full of it. He is lying through his teeth because he wants the scroll so he can sort off.
I think I'll keep it. Maybe I can become a collector myself.
You liar! You absolute liar!
Get a
I'm
hold
gonna-
of yourself, on their eggs.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop
It
singing.
won't
My
just
bad.
disappear. They
Gonna
say
go walk
on
my ass back to the visionary now, or at least for the first time with the visionary, I guess. Okay, make a little cut here and I'll see you there.
I'm
Thanks for your help, Witcher. We were in a tight spot there. The rotfiends are multiplying like rabbits. We were on our way to see the visionary, bearing gifts and all. But I'll be damned if I'll take one more step that way. Wouldn't be on your way to see him, would you? If you are, give him this coin for us. Do what you will.
Not sure I wanna, but okay. Let's burn a corpse. Stop making rot fiends happen. Thanks. Burn that one too. Burn that one too. Where's the rest of his corpses? God, I killed a bundle. Give me that. I earned that. Okay. Guess the other one's just pretending to be alive somewhere. Back on path.
Over here! Inside the candles!
No! Murder!
Quick! You'll be safe here!
No! Murder!
Over here! Inside the candles!
You can do this for a very long time, just so you know.
Quick! You'll be safe here!
I'm fine.
Over here! Inside the candles!
Why? I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. He's not even impressed.
We're safe here.
Are
I
we?
awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
No, they're fine. Here's your coin.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin. For candles?
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this.
That's
What
rude.
do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Rude
Yeah,
man.
you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
Ha! We need to change the subject.
Now, back to some other matters. Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
Okay. She's dead, but sure.
The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith. I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived.
Well, duh.
Courage, hatred, and death. There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
I'm wearing it. Sometimes the game just does not understand itself.
Is Jahan still around?
Jahan is dead. He didn't deserve to bask in the glory of the lady.
So Sabrina's mercy has limits.
You don't know what you're talking about, Witcher.
I mean, it was already obvious, I feel, at this point, but this is Jahan. He's the guy who stabbed her.
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Who were you then?
Who were you before?
What does it matter?
Ah.
Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Right.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get...
You can give him a donation, but the joining the faith is way funnier. Just trust me on this.
I've heard a lot of good things about you. All right, I'll become a follower.
Wonderful. Listen then, for I'll not say this twice. If your intentions are pure, you will do as I ask. Each convert must pass a test. You will spend the night at the old chapel near Sabrina's pupils.
Where?
Twin lakes I have named in her honor.
Is that all?
Before you kneel to meditate, you will drink the mixture I shall give you. You must then remember all that occurs. That's very important, as you'll need to recount it to me fully.
He likes
All
funny
right,
stories.
I'll come back once I'm done.
About to get this whole ass video demonetized with that quest. Ah. What about the first one? Don't think there's actually anywhere here, are they? I don't think they are. What a nice beach. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna walk all over there, and I'll see you in a minute. This one's worth it, trust me. Right, time to get this video demonetized. Oh, Jesus. Drink potions. Drink visionary potion. Feel awful for doing so. Enjoy. I mean, someone will, presumably.
I'm too old for this.
Yep. Those are, rather large wooden... Well, you know what those are. And that is a giant cock. Bok, 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 bok. I did that on purpose, by the way, just so you know. Now tell him about it! Make sure you tell him in detail!
Don't know that anybody needs to know about that one.
Yes, they do. Go on. There you are. Now we can jump off. Very worth it. Anyway, that's how you get those notes. Let's actually read them now. I must be repentant. After years spent living in error, no soldierly vice was too vile for me. During my years of service, I embraced gambling, alcohol, sloth, lies, and evil profanity. I took lives, not just when ordered. I was cruel. Today, I see clearly that I had sunk into a darkness from the depths of which I could not see the lights. Miss Sabrina Glevisic, bright and pure as a goddess, shone like the light of a candle in the blackest night. She always supported the soldiers and tried to draw me onto the path of righteousness, yet I was blind to the light. We nailed Miss Glevisic to a wheel. We pierced her slender hands and throttled her narrow waist with a rope. The pyre was readied beforehand. Hansel laughed and encouraged us to mock her, so we did. As the flames licked the wood, I looked into her bright eyes, yet I could see no fear in them, only peace. I trembled for the first time. I trembled once again as the flames themselves starved. The fire would not accept the victim. Then Hansel ordered to feed the flames with more wood. The branches were wet, and the smoke stung our eyes, filling us with remorse. Through the flames I could see Miss Glevisic suffocating, and I trembled for the third time. I grabbed a spear used to push the wood onto pyre. Unmindful of the heat, I scaled the flaming wood and pierced her heart. Thus was I transformed into fire. Hansel was furious that I had ruined this spectacle. I was beaten to a pulp. Soon I was stripped of my rank, and those I had thought friends turned from me. I started drinking more than ever and sank into sloth, so I was regularly punished. I spent all my free time in solitude, until one day, as I sat with a bottle of foul spirits, staring at a sizzling candle stub, I understood that it had all happened for a reason. I had a calling. The flicker that Miss Glevisic had lit within me spread over my heart, and it burned with the flame of fate. There you are. That's it. That's the story. Okay, walking back. Be right back. Anyway, hey buddy. Want to talk about it?
Huh? What other matters?
What?
I did what you asked.
Tell me what you saw.
Are you sure about this? A strange forest and a giant hen. Sure, we'll call it a hen. Why not?
You may think I'm as mad as you are, but in my vision I walked through a forest where the trees were huge mushrooms and a giant chicken walked between them, pecking at the underbrush.
You have no idea how happy I am. I've been having this vision of a giant hen among mammoth mushrooms for weeks. I thought I'd lost it, gone insane. Turns out my herbs must have gone off. I'll need to gather new ones, but that's my concern. Ask me what you will.
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisic's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Sure, we'll say that.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the king?
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment, thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
Well, I wonder who that was. Oh my lord, I had no idea.
Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again. Have you seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities. Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since. No creature born of darkness can get close to him.
See, the only thing that this tells me is that he didn't know Sabrina very well, because oh my lord, she was horrible. She was a horrible, like, as sorceresses go, she was probably one of the worst, not gonna lie.
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher. But I believe the spear went to another soldier. The bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the Camp Inn.
I know who you mean.
Mm-hmm. I do too. He keeps lying to me. It's
Now,
awful.
back to some other matters.
Okay, gonna know now.
So long.
Thanks. Acquire the spearhead. Unfortunately, I believe the spearhead is no longer in his possession anymore either. So there's that. Anyway, I'll walk back to camp and I'll see you there. And here we go again. Huh. Still can't find that boy either.
Relics, artifact.
Yes, we know.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that. And I thought the old freak was trying to forget the sins of his past.
It's kind of rude. Well, give me the spear.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a few years back.
What happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin. And we both need help to get what we want.
Do you
How
want to get
much?
stabbed?
What are your customary takings on a contract? I'll gladly accept but one half of that.
Oh, is that all? Well, how about...
Tell me what you know and we'll part in peace.
You know the price. I can't go any lower.
You'll
Sure
go
you
out of
can.
business when I tell everyone you're just a con artist.
Anyone can talk.
That's not very
have to
threatening,
prove
is
it.
it, Geralt?
As it happens, I found a nail at the execution site. A real one. Doesn't look anything like that shiny scrap you're peddling.
How did you manage to get there?
I walked.
Some other time. Now, you talk.
You see, when Jahan lost his head for Sabrina, I bought the spear from the innkeeper. The donkey's ass pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Jahan had already hidden in the hills where no one dares to venture. Some call him the Visionary, but in my book, he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Jahan makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Told you
Sorry
the smell.
to say I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today it'd fetch a good price.
You don't
I
say.
lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edirn. Some frigging commander. Elves are weird creatures. Who knows, maybe he still has that spearhead.
Iorveth.
You know him.
Yep.
Tell you for 100 orans.
Bah!
Get screwed. Yeah, so... In case you were ever wondering how Iorveth lost that eye, just jammed a spear right into it, and he didn't die for some
So
reason.
long.
Honestly, he really should have. died. I mean, right there. I'm not saying that I wanted him to die there. I'm just saying that he probably should have. He would have. I don't think I've actually even told Deathmold about his thing yet either. Because I'm a horrible person, presumably. It doesn't actually really matter if you tell him or not. But
The whole camp's gone
Just-
berserk looking for the
just for
coins.
completion's sake,
Grown
shall we
lads
say.
with their arses in the air.
Stop talking about grown lads with their horses in the air. God.
I found Trot.
Yeah, we already talked about this, and lost a chance to learn
I'm
those.
afraid he took those with him.
There was a reward on the conspirators' heads. Do you wish to collect, or is it beneath your witcher's dignity?
Still
I don't
beneath my
want any
dignity.
gold for this.
Why?
You would.
Why, he just asked. God, he literally said, he talked about my witcher's dignity. How dare you?
I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honourable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plough her.
Unfortunately
You're
not.
sick, Deathmold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
Mine's
A
better.
king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time
that
working
right?
on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the spectres.
Thanks.
See, I'm gonna be honest here.
See you.
Like, Deathmold's a horrible person, but that still is objectively a better way to cross the mist than waiting for a slow-ass owl to flap through the mist, basically. This always still makes me a little bit sad.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
I wish. What's bothering you? I do.
Might have.
We'll drink to that. We're both sad dwarfs.
Wonderful. Life without old mates and booze is like a woman without a rump.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
I'm very drunk.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Oh no, it still is.
Deathmold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
See, I feel like this one is especially funny because he usually says prick, but he specifically calls Deathmold a dick. And I can relate to that. Trust me.
I had a choice. Navigate the fog with an amulet or without it. Seemed safer with.
You're the expert on that magic shite, I guess?
Just trust me and stay close.
Oh, what the hell. Better the devil you know. I'll come with you.
Let's go and talk to Dandelion now. Just straight up following me, just not very good at it. Understandably. Hey Dandy, you wanna come too? Sultan is just 100% lost. Ah, you can't even tell him. I'm pretty sure Dandelion also wants to go to the other side.
Oh my god!
Maybe that's later. Also, a soldier going, oh my gods.
Get a hold of yourself, so.
I did. I am in one piece, are you kidding me? Oh well. Come, dwarven friend. I also wish I was in Vergen. Don't you worry. We are
I
of
can't
one
wait to
mind.
have some proper ale instead of that piss water they drink in the Kidweni camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
Anytime, buddy. I'ma miss you though. Even though we don't really talk that much, because really, your storyline is on the other side. But who's counting? Presumably.
Tough crossing ahead of us, Sultan.
Sultan's like, eh. The quiet ones get through. Enjoy it. Can we
I
proof?
see the path.
There we are.
Yeah. Damn, you're ugly.
Look at it go! Did you see it go? I'm just saying, that was funny. Just run. It's okay. No, don't slap me. What's wrong with you? Unbelievably rude. I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way actually as well. Do we have a map for this? Yeah, I am going the wrong way. I need to take a hard left here. It's okay. We don't have to wait for an owl. You still here, Zoltan? Zoltan? Okay, I'm just assuming you're here, alright? Just making the assumption up in there. There you go. Teleporting dwarf.
Never again. Fucking fog.
Can't
Look
agree.
at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I ploughed 3 wenches at once in my youth.
That's fair. That's fair. Same. Hi, friends. No, wait, we're friends.
Kill him!
That's rude.
Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
Are you though? Ah.
A mistake? Interesting. There's a war on. Don't know if you've noticed. And wars are won by killing foes. Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Where's my white
Not
flag?
your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Ploughing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
God, they reuse so many voice lines. Or voices, I should say. Voice actors? Voice actors. We can still go anyway. Come on, Zoltan. Everyone's rude up in here. Very rude, in fact. I miss you, Vergen. You're just objectively a better place to be. Hold up. It's very, empty up in here. Though there is still a food stand, so technically you'd think that they'd be okay, right? In case you're very confused, that's where the elf is normally that you'd rescue. That sounds like arrows, that does.
Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, burden, for I believe I've dozed off while on duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard.
Everyone smells in here.
Yarpin Zigrin. Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours.
This lad here's scaling burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you've swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Sure, this is no time for hugs.
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
Wee Marigold? Ha! How is the lass? Let me tell you, Scalen, this here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Seltkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him.
He's gonna
you
talk
know
about
why?
the pooping.
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
Gentle dwarfs. No, it's okay. You can tell me about the pooping.
Me? A knight? I'd sooner call Zoltan a show dancer.
He could be.
Well then, listen everyone. At the time, we were escorting Caedweny army convoys through the Sherwood forests. Aye, we served Henselt once, though all was for coin. Anyways, the Witcher was on the road as well, with Triss and Ciri, heading south. The lass, I tell you, was a demoness incarnate. Pure pepper on her feet, and healthy as a horse. But the sorceress fell ill. Some terrible pestilence held her, gave her the runs. That woman needed to go every 5 minutes. Never seen anything like it. And I've had my share of gut rumblings. This one time, I roasted an old ailing gerbil and...
Oi! You promised us a chivalrous tale.
It's about
And I'm
poop,
delivering
I mean,
it, lad.
Come on.
In any case, the Witcher would carry her into the bushes time after time. He treated and cared for her, cleaned her, bathed her.
Sounds normal to me. A man looking after his woman. It's too much to call it chivalrous, yarpin.
Ah, wrong. Triss weren't his woman. Not his wife nor lover. She was sick and in need of aid. And he was on a secret mission. Might have left her in some city, might have gone off on his own, but he didn't. Know why? Because he's got a heart of gold. He truly cares. A lad like you, Scalen, don't know that being a knight's not just about thrashing around in full plate, a long sword in hand. It's not just about fighting duels and winning tournaments.
Damn! I missed hearing your bullshit, Zigran.
But it's true.
I don't believe anyone else has tried to tell me that story.
It is true.
How is the wee marigold, anyway?
Not great. The Kingslayer kidnapped her.
Oh, damn the dogs. That's downright terrible.
I suppose it's no coincidence you're here.
Oh yeah, just for a stroll. It's time to act. No, it isn't.
I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to do with that?
Oh, so
Her
many
sword
things.
is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Iorveth and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in. And here are two old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around, yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarpen. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scalen, you're my witness. Zoltan's no longer a stranger.
Aha.
All right. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
No, not the
All
beard.
right, see that, Scalen? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days, lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Everyone always keeps bringing up Brenna, man.
Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Yes.
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I
Actually,
meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Kedwenis.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Kedweni ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks.
you already have, don't you worry.
Triss could be somewhere in this area.
The plague. I've not seen her 5 years, must be. Since that day they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the two of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
I mean,
What
we've
did
not
this
looked that hard.
Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Vergen claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
Shriveled old minx.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. He claims the lass was no servant, but an Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madam Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her, knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Edirn?
Fucking hell! She came out the main gate not more than an hour ago, headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic. She might have crossed.
A bit?
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back.
Just a bit?
How's Iorveth? Any chance I might run into him?
Minimal. He follows Saskia around like a once-neglected pup. Eyes on her at all times.
At least the lass is well protected.
Yeah.
What do you seek from Iorveth?
A hug?
Last I heard, you weren't exactly chummy.
Maybe a small kiss?
You heard right. But when I last saw him in Flotsam, he had something I need to lift the curse.
Even if you see him, I doubt he'll give you anything out of the kindness of his heart. Perhaps Saskia can convince him?
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
It's time to act!
It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go then.
See, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna save here actually. I'm pretty sure that Scalen actually has the Spear of Destiny, because I'm like 99% sure that Iorveth also lost the spear in playing dice. Because everyone just plays dice and loses things in this game. That's how it works, just like in the real world. Okay, on that bombshell though, I'm gonna come with a little cut here, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Well, probably lift the curse at least to the king. Alright, see you then.